We are back for another year of football. The Saints start the era of Derek Carr. LSU is loaded and should be tuned up under second-year coach Brian Kelly. Nicholls State is looking to get back on top with Coach Tim Rebow at the helm. The high school teams are eager and ready. Our crew is also back. Our very own Cajun Cannon, Bobby Hebert. Well, he's offering in-depth analysis and game strategies. Former All-Pro Rich Maudy brings his candid talk back for another year. Mike Detillier will offer his great insight to the sports world each and every week. Harry McCullough will showcase a special guest of the week. Our high school expert Stan Gravois. He'll be on hand to discuss high school football standings. Chuck Bork takes over the question of the day this year as he puts his stellar law practice on hold for just 5 minutes. And our weekly Stayed to Play raffle will reward a lucky winner. This year, our naming sponsors will be part of the show. Rouse's Markets, official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints. Alford & Associates, for all of your insurance needs. St. Martin & Bork, attorneys at law. Know your rights. Some perennial corporate sponsors are also on hand. South Louisiana Bank is better when we bank together. Terrebonne General Health System, Community Sports Institute. Barker Honda, the Barker family tradition of quality. Terrebonne Churches United Food Bank. And from Lafourche Parish, Louisiana's Cajun Bayou. Now, from the Eugene and Lorraine Falls studios in Houma, Louisiana, buckle up your chin straps. It's time for Sports on the Bayou.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Sports on the Bayou. Mike Detillier along with the Cajun Cannon, Bobby Hebert, Rich Maudy. Saints LSU out the Bayou Day on the Bayou this week. We'll have a lot more of that and everything else about sports in South Louisiana right after this break on the Big 870. Sports on the Bayou.
Sports on the Bayou is brought to you by Rouse's Markets, official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints. Alford & Associates, for all of your insurance needs. And St. Martin & Bork, attorneys at law. Know your rights. When we come back, Saints Talk. You won't want to miss this. Don't go away.
Here at Rouse's, we have our own brands of products, which you'll find down every aisle of our stores. These are the best quality at the best price. They compare to the national brands we sell, but at a lower cost. Most are made right here, but we travel the world too. And we personally taste test and guarantee every item. So if our name's on the label, you can trust it's good. Rouse's brand, best quality at the best price.
Every day, thousands of people hit the road heading towards their dreams. But sometimes those dreams collide with a harsh reality. Auto accidents with 18-wheelers can change lives in an instant. That's why you need the experience and expertise of St. Martin & Bork. With over 50 years of experience, St. Martin & Bork have fought for justice for the victims of truck accidents.
If you've been in a wreck with an 18-wheeler, know your rights.
Call St. Martin & Bork today to schedule your free consultation.
You gotta try this. And some of those. Ooh, and definitely that. You won't be disappointed, but just know you can only get it here. Up and down Louisiana's Cajun Bayou in Lafourche Parish. Y'all come visit. We're just 35 miles south of New Orleans. Hungry? Let's eat!
Sports on the Bayou is also brought to you by our corporate sponsors. South Louisiana Bank. It's better when we bank together. Terrebonne General Health Systems and their Community Sports Institute. Barker Honda, the Barker family tradition of quality. Terrebonne Churches United Food Bank. And from Lafourche Parish, Louisiana's Cajun Bayou. Now, back to Sports on the Bayou.
We're back here on Sports on the Bayou. I got to pay the fine, I knew eventually it would happen.
Well, you can donate it to the raffle.
Yeah, I'll donate to the raffle next week. I'll give $100 to the raffle next week. But sometimes it gets caught up in my head a little bit.
Deferred. Well, he said next week he got $100 in his wallet.
Yeah, he knows better than that.
I don't carry money. I don't carry hundreds with me. I'm one of those old time players. I carry change.
What? The fives and ones, man. Come on, you ain't going nowhere with that.
20% answer.
All right, guys. Saints 34-0 over the Patriots. Dominating performance defensively. Blake Grupe, man, he came through for you when you needed it to. Offensively, you played better. Offensive line played. Derek Carr looked much healthier than he did a week ago. And you got a little bit of a running game going, but it's still a bit of a work in progress. But you played a sorry team, but that's what you're supposed to do against a sorry team. Look, you beat them.
Well, the thing is, it is in the NFL. If you get a shutout, no matter who you're playing,
you've done your job.
You've done your job. You talk about grouping, Mike. He's now 11 or 12 field goal attempts, and you would expect that you're a pro. But 3 of his field goals have been 50 yards or more. So now, we'd be talking about him more if he makes that kick against Green Bay.
I did an event with him the week after he missed. He walks into there, and there's about 200 people, and they give him a standing ovation. He sits down next to me. I said, Blake, just think if you'd have hit the field goal, what kind of ovation you'd have got for it.
You're running for mayor.
It went on, minutes and minutes. But, it's always a great day in the Who Dat Nation when the Saints win and the Cowgirls not only get their ass kicked, they get embarrassed. It just shows you how humbling the NFL is. Okay, let me tell you the comparison to the Saints and the 49ers. And, because we kind of look who's the best of the best, and Dallas always wants to be the best, even though they're not in that number. The 49ers, looking at matching up against them, the Saints are the only team to hold the 49ers to less than 21 points during the 49ers' current 15-game regular season winning streak. Y'all remember last November, that wasn't that long ago, not even a year ago, the Saints lost 13-0. Remember, we had a pick six that was called back.
Garoppolo threw that one up.
And had a pick six, when that occurred. And Alvin Kamara fumbled on the 4-yard line. And then you look, Chris Olave makes the catch like on the 14-yard line. But when you look at that now, you consider during that streak, the 49ers are averaging 31.5 points. We held them to 13. We all know that the Saints have a defense. Can the offense keep pace? But you look at that, it was awesome. I mean, people might say, I'm not watching this game, it's not good. I was watching it. That was the Cowgirls' most lopsided defeat. Now think about this, the other Saint connection. The most lopsided defeat since losing 49-17 to the Saints in 2013. So when you look at that, now, the Niners beat them 42-10. We beat them 49-17. So that shows you how it could twist this around to make the Saints always relevant, especially against the Cowgirls and hanging with the 49ers.
We're going to go to the highlights of the Saints 34-0 shutout over the Patriots early on. Mac Jones, and I knew this. He puts this lollipop up. Tyrann Mathieu comes up with the interception and the score.
Well, you look at Honey Badger, the last decade, he's third in the NFL now with 29 interceptions.
And then Alvin Kamara comes in, makes the score, and now all-time leader.
All-time leader, breaks Marcus Colston's touchdown record.
In a lot shorter period of time, too. And then Carr over the middle in the back, and Chris Olave comes up with the catch. And then good protection here, throws it out. Great catch.
Great throw. Right on
by Olave and catch. Man, the hook up and then bang. A fumble. Comes up with it.
Are the Patriots bad or what?
Man, they're awful.
Did you see Bill Belichick on the sideline? He looked like an old man. He's like, what am I doing here?
He is. No, he is over 70 years old.
Well, Pete Carroll's an old man, but he got pep in his step.
You're right.
You can't act old even though you are old.
Then gets an interception. Jordan Howden comes up with it. Saints with another turnover, and that makes it more interceptions, or say tied for the same amount of interceptions all season long, and the Saints got it this early in the season.
Well, and look at that great play. 2 LSU players, 2 New Orleans. You got St. Aug, and you got Jesuit. You got Foster Moreau on that option pitch inside.
Not quite, but, man, it was close. And then Blake Grupe comes up, bang, hits it through 34-0. Again, a dominating performance. You saw it, and the offense has played better, but I think the biggest improvement has been offensive line play. We're not talking about Trevor Penning anymore. Man, Trevor Penning the last 3 weeks has played really well at that left tackle position. He's not trying to steer that guy all the way out to the edge. He's facing him up and you don't see all that pressure coming from your blind side.
But they don't, the offense doesn't have to be great. When you have a great defense and they play to their potential, they play to their capacity. I mean, Derek Carr doesn't have to be a superstar. He throw for 180. You don't give up the ball.
Good to very good. I know that. I played with the Dome Patrol.
Yeah, right. Well, that's right. And you were, I don't know if you made average or not, but I mean, you were okay. I mean,
we were 500 without defense.
You were a journeyman.
Like 9-1.
Yeah, no, I know. I knew you'd know that. I just set him up for that.
Check
I want
my
you to
winning
know.
percentage against a bunch of cats around there.
But the point is, we have a good special teams. We're gaining. We have a punt returner now. We have a kickoff returner, and if the defense plays well, offense doesn't have to do it. You're right. Score your 21, 24 points. Just don't turn the ball over.
Yeah, if we holding people to 17, 19, 20 points, the Saints should win. That's the bottom line. To show you how outstanding. I mean, look, they had 8 first downs. I remember when we had crushed the Broncos and the great John Elway, they had 9 first downs. Beat them 42-0. Well, we only gave up 8 first downs. If you count third and fourth down, they were 1 of 16. You know, you got to have sustained drives to win, and they had 156 total yards. No, that was a butt whipping. Now, with Belichick, he ain't quitting. Now, Robert Kraft, does he keep him as the Patriots coach?
I think this is it. I think he goes somewhere else and tries to break the record.
Because he wants to be the all-time leading coach in NFL history. He's about 11 games behind George Halas and Don Shula. It's like 22, 23 games. So is that 3-4 more seasons, whatever? I'm telling you, Belichick wants that record when all said and done.
His ego says, I want it and I'm going to get it. I'm that close to it. I'm not going to walk away. But he doesn't do it in New England.
I can tell you this, the one thing, whether it's Tom Brady or the Patriots organization, they know about the freaking Saints.
Yes,
they
true.
Listen, the greatest victory, one of them that I knew the Saints were for real when they won the Super Bowl in 2009. You remember when we whipped the Patriots on Monday night? What was that, 38-17? We whipped them. Think about this.
No, you guys you're getting on Belichick. He just lost his longtime partner. He needs a girlfriend. Once he gets a girlfriend, he'll be happy.
Well, that shouldn't be that hard for him.
I wouldn't think, but I think he's just distraught. It's nothing to do with football.
38-17, that's when the first time you seen Belichick with Tom Brady waves the right flag.
We'll be back with more sports on the Bayou.
When we come back, who's in the crowd?
Selecting an insurance provider for your business is a big decision.
With over 26 years of experience, our Alford team is your solution for quality and proven coverage.
The customer service you remember from years ago is what we pride our team on.
We know how important your company is to the community.
From small businesses to large businesses, Alford & Associates can manage your insurance. It's our job.
Alford & Associates, benefiting your employees and protecting your business.
Here at Rouse's, we have our own brands of products, which you'll find down every aisle of our stores. These are the best quality at the best price. They compare to the national brands we sell, but at a lower cost. Most are made right here, but we travel the world too. And we personally taste test and guarantee every item. So if our name's on the label, you can trust it's good. Rouse's brand, best quality at the best price.
Sports on the Bayou is brought to you by St. Martin & Bourke Attorneys at Law. Know your rights. Alford & Associates for all of your insurance needs. And by Rouse's Markets, official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints. Now, back to Sports on the Bayou.
We're back here on Sports on the Bayou. Martin, throw it to you, buddy.
All right, we got April Sims with Rouse's. April, this crowd needs a little pick-me-up. Why don't you stand on the chair and get them going? April does her own show with us. She's at Rouse's. April, get them going. Get a little clap going. Bobby, help them out. Rich.
Well, that's
All right, let's give it up for our naming sponsors. We have Rouse's in the house. Give them a hand.
Give it Rousey.
All right, we have Alford & Associates. Y'all raise y'all hands over there. There we go. We have St. Martin and Bourke with their guests today. Keep it going, April. You can't let it die, all right? We have Louisiana Cajun Bayou. Cody's in the house. He's going to be having his own show coming up on HTV. We have Terrebonne General Health System. Stan's got a bunch of guests. He's going to be talking to them in a little while. I like the way y'all keeping it going. It's beautiful. All right, we have Barker Honda. Lester's brought a couple of studs with him today. We got some All-Americans at his table from Nickel State. We're going to be talking with them, and I'm not going to give it up yet, but we're going to talk to them in a little bit. All right, let's keep on moving. We have South Louisiana Bank. They are in the house. Give them a hand. We appreciate them. Terrebonne Churches United Food Bank. Come on, Jen, don't let it down over there. Keep it, clap those hands. Keep them going. All right, we have Terrebonne Parish Consolidated Government. Look at that motley crew over there in the corner. And that's running our parish. Yes. All right, GIS Engineering. Raise your hand, guys. Terry, raise your hand. Look at the legend Don Schwab in there, eating on that cupcake like there's no other one. All right, we have Cardiovascular Institute of the South. They're in the building. We have the Teeter Group, Terrebonne, and with the Terrebonne Parish School District. Y'all raise your hand at the table. We appreciate what y'all do. Then we have the HTV table along with the legends, Coach Albert, Coach Spinella. And then we have my aunt again. She's back, my cousin. And we have my cousin-in-law, Mr. Donnie. Mr. Donnie, I didn't know you had rhythm, brother, but you look like you got it all under control. And so that's about it for the guests. We got some big guests. Keep it going, Bobby. There we go.
We got to do the
Bobby, look, I don't want to get a $100 fine. I got 10 seconds on the clock. We're going to be right back after a short break. Don't go away because Mike Detillier kicked in another 100 for the raffle.
All right.
Right after the break, LSU talk. Whoa, stick around. It's getting good.
Every day, thousands of people hit the road heading towards their dreams. But sometimes those dreams collide with a harsh reality. Auto accidents with 18-wheelers can change lives in an instant. That's why you need the experience and expertise of St. Martin & Bork. With over 50 years of experience, St. Martin & Bork have fought for justice for the victims of truck accidents.
If you've been in a wreck with an 18-wheeler, know your rights.
Call St. Martin & Bork today to schedule your free consultation.
Selecting an insurance provider for your business is a big decision.
With over 26 years of experience, our offered team is your solution for quality and proven coverage.
The customer service you remember from years ago is what we pride our team on.
We know how important your company is to the community.
From small businesses to large businesses, Alford & Associates can manage your insurance. It's our job.
Alford & Associates, benefiting your employees and protecting your business.
Here at South Louisiana Bank, we know the importance of working together as a team.
We're always here for you when you need a loan. By the way, here's that crawfish powder you needed. You can borrow it anytime.
So whether it's business or personal banking, we do it all. Visit our locations to find out how we can support your financial needs.
Good luck with the restaurant.
Thank you. And tell your mama thanks for the recipe. Her secret's safe with me.
I will.
South Louisiana Bank. It's better when we bank together.
Sports on the Bayou is brought to you by Rouse's Markets, official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints. Alford & Associates for all of your insurance needs. And St. Martin & Bork Attorneys at Law. Know your rights. Now, back with more Sports on the Bayou.
Back here on Sports on the Bayou. Guys, LSU 49-39 win over Missouri. Kind of as expected. You know, you take the over. Now, this week, it might be a little bit iffy because of Auburn's defense. And I think Jaden's sort of banged up pretty good coming off that Missouri game. But, man, he, again, put this team on his back late in the game. And he got really whacked in that end zone.
Well, they still call draw plays with him to run, and he gets in the end zone.
And he jumps over the top of players. It's unbelievable what you watching today. And I'm telling you, right after the game, you know, most of the text people that were texting in, man, Jaden Daniels, he almost gave the game away because he fumbled it.
What are you talking about?
Jaden Daniels keeps you in the game.
Without Jaden Daniels, they might be 500.
No, but listen,
eligible.
They got stupid people in this world that convinced themselves that Garrett Nussmeier is the guy, and LSU would be undefeated without him. No, I'm not kidding you.
Well, then they're delusional.
Well, I've been saying that.
Look at the numbers, and numbers don't lie.
Look at the plays he makes with his feet. I mean, it's unbelievable. Jane Daniels can hang with the USC cat, who's going to be the #1 overall pick.
Okay, here's the thing with USC. They spot him like 20 points, Arizona.
That's the only defense worse than LSU, USC.
No, I agree with that, because Arizona's not that good. And then they come back in it, what is a triple overtime to get the over on that?
Arizona's not very good.
That's a setup.
And that was like overtime game. No, look at Arizona State, like they go overtime, Mississippi State. Mississippi State's booty. I mean, come on. You look where they're at. You have to keep in perspective who you play and all that, and like what's going to come about Pootie, write that down.
You got to give him an explanation of what it is.
I don't know if that's duck or goose or what is that?
No, Pootie's like you garbage.
It's not good,
It's not
Rich.
good.
It's not really good, Rich.
Yeah,
something like that. Okay.
No, there'll be a big challenge. For instance, 2 lanes on a row. For Coach Fritz, it's going to be a challenge. Friday night, they play at Memphis.
Who they have been an albatross team to Tulane.
Spanked Tulane in Memphis. So I know Coach Fritz wants to win that game.
And Auburn LSU has had some really weird games when both teams have been real good and when both teams have been real bad.
Well, look at the LSU-Arkansas game, how that turned out. Look, Auburn, Cal's not very good. Look how they ended up winning that game. They went on the road. But when you look at like Auburn and Georgia, they steamrolled Kentucky Wildcats. But the Auburn game, it was 20-14.
No, they had a better offense. They would have beat Georgia, and they just couldn't get it done.
Now, they will try and run the ball against LSU, obviously.
Early on, and man, LSU was trying to play man coverage. That wasn't working. Theo Weiss Jr. for the score. Then Jaden Daniels gets run out of the pocket. But look, man, just one big play after another for Jaden, and he gets a first down on a 1st and 20. You get the score here. Now, I had to score twice here because Jaden actually fell into the end zone. I don't see what the referee, I hate to say it because I know we got some officials in the audience, but whatever. How could you not see the guy fall in there? Missouri comes right back, makes the score, and it's a track meet now, 15-7. Then out in the flat, I don't know who's supposed to cover the tight end, but he's wide open, goes in for the score. And you said, here we go. But
we all knew Missouri was going to score, Mike.
Against that defense, yeah. And then
that was the play of the game right there. Look at the score, 22-10.
Perkins comes up with the interception. And then the big run here. Logan Diggs. Man, he's been a nice pickup for them. Notre Dame transfer coming back home to Louisiana. And then Jaden out in the flat. And we've seen this before with Mason Taylor goes in for the score. Jaden back to pass, and he throws it deep downfield in the bucket.
He's been so
Brian
accurate.
Thomas Jr. has really
he's
developed.
not invited to New York for the Heisman Trophy.
Something's wrong.
Listen.
But he's not talking. Nobody's talking about him
because LSU has 2 losses.
Because he's got 2 losses.
But still,
that's why.
he's playing
that's why.
Lights out.
And then a big run here by Missouri gets it down inside the 15-yard line, and then the little guy runs it in for the score. Junior college kid, small college guy, but man, he's played big for Missouri as a runner.
He was leading the SEC in rushing coming into this game.
Then Jaden, after he just got walloped in the end zone, goes in for the score.
Cracked ribs, or
bruised ribs, and he's sort of crawling away. But man, you talk about some toughness. He got it, and Jaden throws it downfield, bang. Get it in there to Malik Neighbors, 35-32. But Missouri answers the call again, gets in for the score, and Missouri takes the lead. Jaden, high snap, pulls it down, jumps over a guy, and then takes off. And he is college football's version of what you see with Jalen Hurts in Philadelphia.
That's a good point, Mike.
And then he throws it downfield, wide open for the score.
Who's guarding him?
Well, talk about a blown coverage. That was it.
Cowboys are on
him. Pressure here. The ball gets knocked out, rolling around.
How did we not get that?
You got 3 LSU players, 1 Missouri guy, and you would figure the Missouri guy comes up with the
But
with
the
the play.
people who had money on the game
Really loved Major Burns. He comes up with the interception and he runs it in.
What?
Now listen,
It was like 4.5, 6.5. What? They covered?
I get it's a teaching lesson.
Unbelievable.
I get it's a teaching lesson, but understand, man, you getting your butt reamed every week, and now he comes up with a play like that. Then the thicker kicker, Bobby, wasn't too thick this week. The balls were a little bit too thick for him. He missed a couple of them. Wasn't too hot. But again, you come out on the road, and it's tough to win anywhere. But with that defense, man, you're
Well, they're going to have to
fortunate.
score. LSU, I mean, is going to have to score. And look at Jaden Daniels. This is a good sign because it's not only him. We don't want him always to be the leading rusher for the team. He had 130 yards and a touchdown on 15 carries. Now, he finally did not lead the team in this category. Logan Diggs, the transfer from Notre Dame, he had 134 yards and 24 carries. And that was the first time LSU had two 100-yard rushers in the same game. Got to go back to Darius Geis and Darrell Williams. They did that in 2017 against the Aggies.
We'll be back with more sports on the Bayou.
Don't go away. Harry McCullough coming up shortly with his sports feature of the week.
Here at Rouse's, we have our own brands of products, which you'll find down every aisle of our stores. These are the best quality at the best price. They compare to the national brands we sell, but at a lower cost. Most are made right here, but we travel the world too. And we personally taste test and guarantee every item. So if our name's on the label, you can trust it's good. Rouse's brand, best quality at the best price.
Every day, thousands of people hit the road heading towards their dreams. But sometimes those dreams collide with a harsh reality. Auto accidents with 18-wheelers can change lives in an instant. That's why you need the experience and expertise of St. Martin & Bork. With over 50 years of experience, St. Martin & Bork have fought for justice for the victims of truck accidents.
If you've been in a wreck with an 18-wheeler, know your rights.
Call St. Martin & Bork today to schedule your free consultation.
Sports on the Bayou is brought to you by Alford and Associates. For all of your insurance needs, Rouse's Markets, official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints, and St. Martin & Bork Attorneys at Law. Know your rights. Now, back to more Sports on the Bayou.
Harry's not here today. Wish him best of health. He has a few health issues, but doing real well. So get back soon, H. Really appreciate it. Martin, I'm going to throw it to you, but before, you got two of the all-time greats ever at Nicholls State, man, Chase. I remember at Romo High School, first time I saw you were a catcher. You played on the baseball team, you were a catcher. He goes All-Southland Conference Player of the Year. Man, threw for over 10,000 yards at Nicholls, 70 touchdowns, rushed for 35 touchdowns, almost 60% completion rate. And then I think in
that was last week.
18, it was 68%. Played in 28 games. Man,
That's incredible.
So that's awesome.
Give Chase a hand for that. That's unbelievable.
Then we got a slim down Sully Lesh. Last time I saw Sully, he was a little bit heavier than this. Man, he played at Letcher High School. My cousin Tim and then Dwayne takes over afterwards. Tremendous high school player at Letcher. Goes on and was one of the all-time great defensive players ever at Nicholls. A 4-time All-Southland Conference selection, 3-time first team, and 1-time second team. And just a great player. It's great to see both of you guys. Sully, you could play running back today.
I wouldn't say all that. I wouldn't say all that.
I don't know about that.
He's almost as built as I am, huh? What you think?
Oh, look, we got to go to a commercial.
Yeah. You want me to say that WWL commercial thing again?
How did you prepare every week, mentally get Bobby would appreciate this coming from another quarterback, but how did you mentally get ready? Y'all had a tough conference. How did you get yourself up every week and mentally prepare?
I think we had a really good schedule as far as what Coach Rebo put together. We played Saturdays, and then that next day, we come in at 3 o'clock and kind of watching film, and then have like a little short practice, just kind of going over our corrections, and then have like a little 2-minute deal, which it's crazy to think about because when we played Southeastern in 2019, when we were down by 1 or 6 or whatever, we had a minute 30 with 2 timeouts left. Well, our scenario from my freshman year to my senior year was the scenario on every Sunday night or practice was a minute 30 with 2 timeouts left. So he got us accustomed to, that environment, those situations. And then, Mondays we were off. I was kind of going in there, watching the whole game. I kind of treated everybody the same. Rather if you was 8-3, 7-0, or 0-5. I kind of treat everybody the same because during those times at Nichols, we were, at the lower of the totem pole. I think picked 11 to finish out of 12 our freshman year. And we finished like third. And then, but what I'm trying to say is you were getting everybody's best, and so you had to come with the best. And then especially playing at home, I never wanted to lose at home because, just the aftermath of that wasn't going to be pleasing, right? And so, we did our best, man. I think we had, like I said, a really great 4 years there. I mean, alongside, we say one of the best defensive players. I think the best defensive player I ever played against or played with. It's a blessing. I think that routine, that, those Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays, red zone, third down, all these type of stuff that just kind of prepared me for, just to be myself on Saturdays and just, put on a show for, for these fans.
Where'd you get the talking ability from, Keith or John?
When stuff was going good, my dad. Then, when
I knew you would say when it was bad, who you got it from.
When I don't complete a pass or whatever, I'm getting all the congratulations from everybody else, and then the last person I see is John Forte. So it's kind of.
Now John was this. He was like, Mike, I'm telling you. He can really throw the football well. He can really throw it well, but he can't run like me. I was like, I know one thing. He's more accurate than you were, John.
And Sully, how about you? How did you prepare? Because you were so strong in that middle, and you just led that team on defense. Talk about a stud on defense. Bobby, you wouldn't want to play against this guy, I promise you.
He probably would have sacked me.
I mean, I won't compare him to Lawrence Taylor, but he was pretty close,
Well,
How did you
used to eat a lot more since we were playing the slim jokes. But yeah, definitely breaking down film. Learning your opponent's the biggest thing. I mean, the coaches give you the keys to the whole play. If you know somebody better than yourself, you're going to play at 100%. So coaches would put us in the right positions, and we'd execute them.
So what are y'all doing now? Well, what are y'all doing and going forward in the future?
Yeah, so recently I just came back from the USFL in the summer of, I think, July. And, I was like, you know what? I still want to be around the game of football. I don't want to coach just yet. I mean, I am helping out at some high schools. And but right now I opened up a quarterback training, and I started a business with that, and kind of just hit the ground running with that. And it's kind of unique because when I train a lot of guys out here in Houma, Thibodeau, New Orleans, and to see that impact you got on these kids just by putting in a little extra work. Because I mean, look, if I could do it at Nicholls State, I mean, why can't this guy from Vanderbilt or this guy from Central Cal, all these high school, why can't they go do it? It just takes a little bit of hard work.
Guy from South
any
of
good
Food,
quarterbacks?
Too.
Yeah,
guy from South of Food.
There you go.
Sully, what about you? What are you doing now?
Outside sales for Go Bear Oil, so up and down the River Parish, even a little bit this way, selling fuel, oil, and lubricant.
Sully, I got to ask one question. What it was playing in the dog pound and then you play at Nichols? Man, because Letcher, you talk about that's an intimidating place for an opponent to come up and you walk into that stadium, those lights are sort of dim, they don't give you the best atmosphere. Man, y'all had some really great teams there too.
Like mini LSU. It really is what
we
it is.
definitely have a winning culture at Letcher. Coach Dwayne Jenkins is doing a fabulous job of keeping it going. But it's a dog pound. It's an intimidating place to play. So, and I'm a proud alumni of it.
How y'all like hanging around Lester Beamer?
Oh, he's awesome. He's been a great supporter at Nichols I'm sure through the bad and also through the great times. And like I said, man, him and along a lot of other guys that just helped Rebo do what he had to do, and still doing that. And I think we're watching last week's game. I think we're back on the map as far as being Nichols State and being a Colonel and representing the state, the city, even Thibodeau. And it's that's what meant a lot to us. That's the reason why we went after and did what we did. That's the reason why we stayed committed to Nichols, because we had a lot of other schools kind of trying to push us in another direction, but we all stayed together and we all just found a way to win. And, we walked away with 2 championships, so I think it was pretty good for us.
Well, you have to have people like Lester Beaver. He was ahead of his time. He was way before name, image, and likeness.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And can I say,
no.
Hey, man, what is that?
don't know what that means because they ain't got
for
no
those
money
comments that we
Les
gave
is shaking his head.
Les is going to put
I think he's
$100
having
in
a
the raffle
convulsion.
too.
Name, image, and likeness are being part of a university. Did y'all see the great soccer complex in Thibodeau and Nickel State?
Gonna be Lester Beamer.
Okay, it's the Lester Beamer.
I was going to interview Lester today
that
about it,
wasn't-
but
that
he
didn't come
opted
for
for next
free.
week so these guys could have a little limelight. All right, we're going to take a short break. We'll be right back. Y'all give it up for Chase and Sully. We're going there to break. Thank y'all, guys. Right after a short break, Stan Gravois in his Prep Football Roundup.
Selecting an insurance provider for your business is a big decision.
With over 26 years of experience, our Alford team is your solution for quality and proven coverage.
The customer service you remember from years ago is what we pride our team on.
We know how important your company is to the community.
From small businesses to large businesses, Alford & Associates can manage your insurance. It's our job.
Alford & Associates, benefiting your employees and protecting your business.
The new generations of Hondas are here at Barker Honda.
The all-new Accord, head of its class, miles ahead.
All new 2023 HRV and CRV.
And Pilot, built for every driving need. Family favorite Odyssey has all new trim levels.
Go everywhere with Passport. And the award-winning Civic.
The generation for every generation. And always remember, it's better at Barker.
Sports on the Bayou is brought to you by St. Martin and Bourke Attorneys at Law. Know your rights. Alford and Associates for all of your insurance needs. And by Rouse's Markets, official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints. Now, back to Sports on the Bayou.
Hi everybody, welcome back to Sports on the Bayou. On this week's edition of the High School Football Report, we're going to take a look back at Week 6. And we have a little bit extra for you tonight. It was the 8th grade championship of Terrebonne Parish, which was held Thursday night. We'll have highlights from that also.
On the varsity level, it was the weekend of the blowout. At Buddy Marcella Stadium, Vanderbilt Catholic scored on its first 4 possessions against Morgan City. It was Brent Babin to James Guidry on the first touchdown for the Terriers. Then here's Jalen Coleman on a 75-yard run on the second possession for the Terriers. And on the third possession, it's this 58-yard run by Jahari Coleman. 21-0 Vanderbilt at this point. And Jalen Coleman scores on this 33-yard run. He had over 180 yards in this game on only 7 carries. That's right, folks. 26 yards per carry for Jalen Coleman. Vanderbilt wins it easily over Morgan City. In other lopsided games from Week 6, Terrebonne had no problems with Ellender. East St. John shuts out H.L. Bourgeois. The only competitive game of the week was Assumption in South Lafourche, with the Mustangs getting a 7-point win. Letcher has no problems with South Terrebonne. Covenant Christian gets shut out by Vermilion Catholic. South Plaquemine runs away from Houma Christian. E.D. White smashes Patterson. Centerville, no problem for Central Catholic. And finally, in a strange one, Hornville and Thibodaux is ruled a no contest after gunshots fired in the neighborhood near Tiger Stadium in Thibodaux. It looks like a 3-team race in District 7 5A. Playoff ramifications are going to be interesting related to that Hornville-Thibodaux no contest. Hornville was winning that one by 2 scores in the third quarter, but again, now ruled a no contest. Looks like it's going to be a 3-team race in District 7 4A also. Assumption, 2 big games coming up against Letcher and Vanderbilt Catholic. In District A 3A, E.D. White and St. James on the collision course for Week 10. In 9-2A, South Plaquemine now in the driver's seat, but Houma Christian with a very manageable rest of their season. And in District 7 1A, everybody's chasing Vermilion Catholic. And at Buddy Marcella Stadium on Thursday afternoon, it was the Terrebonne Parish Middle School Championship between Oaklawn Middle and Vanderbilt Catholic. Vanderbilt's 8th grader scored the first 2 touchdowns of the game. Corey Bourgeois from the Wildcat on an 11-yard run, and Bourgeois again on this pass reception from Cullen Verdant from 24 yards. Oaklawn tried to make it close. Zeke White returned this kickoff 78 yards, helping the Tarpons to close the score. But it was too much Vanderbilt Catholic in this one. The young Pups score 41 against Oaklawn. and they go undefeated on the season against all Terrebonne Parish schools for the first time in 49 years. Congratulations to head coach Matt Prejean, his staff, and all of his young Terriers. Final score in this one from Buddy Marcella Stadium: Oaklawn Middle 22, Vanderbilt Catholic 41.
And it is my pleasure to have representatives of Houma Christian. Houma Christian doing some really good things in its very short existence related to the LHSAA. Before I talk about these two guys, I want to mention everybody at the table. The principal of Houma Christian, which is where we need to start, Angel Toops. Next to Angel is Assistant Athletic Director and the head of the volleyball program. The girls there they have 19 wins. They've won 6 of their last 7. A big game today with Centerville High School, Sandy, Charlotte. And we also have assistant coach Ron Thibodeau for the football team. But we have the head football guy too, and that is Jamar Celestine in his first year. The Warriors are 3-3 right now, playing well. Had a tough one on Friday in probably maybe the biggest game of the year against South Plaquemine. But when he just mentioned to me, you turn it over 6 times and you fumble inside the 5-yard line twice, their 5-yard line. Tough outing, but you got Riverdale, a 4A school this week. Talk about that game just a little bit.
That game there, we're looking forward to it. Our guys it's an opportunity for us to respond. I'm looking forward to our kids playing 48 minutes. And thus far this season, they've been doing an excellent job of responding. Every time we put them up to the challenge, they respond really well. So I'm eager to see them Thursday night at 6:30. I'm ready to kick the ball off.
Very good. And best of luck with that. Do want to mention this also. On October 20th, a special day there. Fortunate enough to have Butch Terrio with us, the athletic director there. Y'all are celebrating maybe athletically your favorite son a little bit. Tell everybody about Gavin Dugas Day.
October 20th, like you said, is one of our favorite players, our most distinguished alumni, I guess you could say. He's going to be coming down to our campus right there on Val High. He's going to spend the morning with us while we do our normal Friday chapel. He's going to help us spread the word and the gospel on that. And then he's going to follow us to the football stadium Friday night. And we're just going to do a special little presentation for him and just celebrate LSU and his national championship.
Very good. So October 20th, Gavin Dugas Day over at Houma Christian. One last thing before we go to a commercial break. Butch, you have something that y'all want to present to Martin? Tell everybody about this.
Well, on our baseball field, we have a nice little scoreboard that HTV kind of gave us a couple years back, and we just thought today would be a great time to just thank Martin and give him a little token of our appreciation, and we can give you your own number 10 jersey.
All right. Very nice. Embroidered inside the 10 is HTV also, so very nice, very nice. All right. Again, good luck on Friday night. A lot of games on Thursday this week because it's fall break. I don't even know what that is. We didn't have fall break when I was a kid. But those kids get off like the weekend and some other days and stuff. It's more for the teachers, Butch says. Anyway, listen, best of luck this upcoming Friday night. And to you tonight. We'll be back with more Sports on the Bayou right after this.
Don't fall asleep when we come back from the break. Chuck Bork with his What's Up, Chuck segment.
Every day, thousands of people hit the road heading towards their dreams. But sometimes those dreams collide with a harsh reality. Auto accidents with 18-wheelers can change lives in an instant. That's why you need the experience and expertise of St. Martin & Bork. With over 50 years of experience, St. Martin & Bork have fought for justice for the victims of truck accidents.
If you've been in a wreck with an 18-wheeler, know your rights.
Call St. Martin & Bork today to schedule your free consultation.
Give where you live. The Terrebonne Church's United Food Bank.
Sports on the Bayou is also brought to you by our corporate sponsors. South Louisiana Bank. It's better when we bank together. Terrebonne General Health Systems and their Community Sports Institute. Barker Honda, the Barker family tradition of quality. Terrebonne Churches United Food Bank. And from Lafourche Parish, Louisiana's Cajun Bayou. Now, back to Sports on the Bayou.
We're back here on Sports on the Bayou. This is our What's Up Chuck segment, but Chuck's not here. He's, I guess, in legal counsel somewhere. But we got Terry Brew that's going to take over. Watch what you say, Terry. You might get fined $100 like me. So.
Hey, look, last time we did this, I asked about the Saints. So I got an LSU question this time. Do you think LSU's offense is good enough to carry them, or the defense has to get much, much better for them to, get into the thick of things in the SEC?
The Alabama game, your defense has to play better, but look at your schedule. Florida, is Florida any good? Auburn,
Texas A&M.
Texas A&M. No, Texas A&M most disappointing team in the SEC. Man, they flash it to you for a little bit and then they take it away. They played one half of football. They played Alabama off their feet. The second half, they sort of just mailed it in, and Saban got them. So I think the offense is going to have to carry them. I don't know, will it carry them, but they're going to have to carry them.
Well, they have a chance. What I say, you look at the offense now. If they're playing at that level, and I think the defense might get slightly better, but you have to look at it's wide open in the SEC. Georgia finally came to play. They were scoring every possession against Kentucky. When you look, but it's not like they can't represent the SEC West and the West. Their destiny is still in their hands, and what they're going to do. They control if they're going to be back in the SEC championship. Now, I wouldn't think they were better than Georgia, even though how prolific they are offensively. But
everybody else.
But it's wide open. The two best teams. I don't know if y'all watch college football right now. Ohio State's not the Ohio State of old. The Michigan Wolverines.
Very good.
Yes, I'd say watch out for them. The Georgia Bulldogs and Florida State beat LSU, and I would say maybe a dark horse like Rich's Penn State.
You think about it is Penn State holds the key in that Big Ten. They really do.
They're in a great spot.
So Rich, it's up to you to pull them through.
I was up there this weekend, and I had a lot of insight and intel I had to tell them just from our show here, because they talk a lot about Penn State up there. Anyway, no, it's time for them. I mean, it's time for Franklin, and they are loaded. They have a lot of talent, a lot of depth, too. So this quarterback is getting better every week. So, they got a shot. We'll see.
We'll be back with more Sports on the Bayou. Thank you, Terry.
Don't fall asleep now, because when we come back, I'll give away an award to someone who's in the audience on my Stay to Play segment.
Here at Rouse's, we have our own brands of products, which you'll find down every aisle of our stores. These are the best quality at the best price. They compare to the national brands we sell, but at a lower cost. Most are made right here, but we travel the world too. And we personally taste test and guarantee every item. So if our name's on the label, you can trust it's good. Rouse's brand, best quality at the best price.
Terrebonne General Health System is the largest healthcare resource in Southeast Louisiana, offering a high-tech and high-touch style of healing. World-renowned services include cardiology, women's health, cancer care, and a healthy lifestyle center.
This is a true calling for all the physicians, nurses, and staff who make up our proud Terrebonne General family. We are here to provide health care for our community.
To discover more, please visit tghealthsystem.com.
Sports on the Bayou is brought to you by Alford & Associates. For all of your insurance needs, Rouse's Markets, official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints, and St. Martin & Bourke Attorneys at Law. Know your rights. Now, back to more Sports on the Bayou.
We're back here on Sports on the Bayou. This is our Stay to Play segment. But Bobby wanted me to tell you, he does not want me to give that $100 to you until he get that damn coat.
Well, you told.
Oh, we're supposed to have the handkerchief too. Where's the handkerchief?
Yeah, no, but you told me it's at the cleaners, right? It's at the cleaners.
And the handkerchief. It's in the mail, Bobby.
I got pride. When I deliver something, I'd like to deliver it first class.
Okay, but you can't tell me it's in the cleaners next week too.
No, it's going to be back. But I tell you what, if we got to wait a week for Mike's $100, it'll be $110 next
Oh, yeah.
week.
I'll take care of that. There ain't no problem with that.
Being we're sitting here in the studios of 87 AM.
Hey, 870, come on. No, 870 would pay for that advertising.
That was a funny, good mistake.
So wait, you want me to, then, I know Mike will pay me back. You want me to give the 100 up this week since Mike don't have it? And he always has cash.
Oh, that'd be nice. Good luck. I'm putting up 100. We're gonna have 3 raffles.
This
today.
is 2 weeks in a row. Bobby's pulled out his wallet.
What?
Where's the cameras?
Wait,
We on
hold on,
camera?
hold on.
Are we taping this?
Man, I think my wife digged
I tell you what, you must have. I think Bobby won the. I think Bobby won
alligator
Powerball at
arms.
the truck stop this week.
You got alligator arms.
I think Bobby's the one that won the Powerball.
Bobby won the Powerball.
No, he ain't won no Powerball. You wouldn't be here.
Hey,
only got.
Before we do, we're gonna pick 3 today because we're gonna have 3 winners. Bobby's 100. I'm gonna put up 100, and we have dinner for 4 at the Gourmet House. Okay. Now, before we do that, Rich expressed to me he was a little jealous last week that Bobby got my favorite jacket in the whole wide world. So I got my second favorite jacket out the closet, and Joni's gonna help me out in just a second. And we're going to bring it out. I'd like you to have my second favorite jacket.
Well, I can wear it for the wintertime with about 8 sweaters underneath
He's
it.
bringing it.
Oh,
my
look at
second
this.
favorite jacket.
Oh, baby. I'm in.
Stand
Do I have
up.
to pay $100 for that, too? All right,
You got to put it on.
You gotta put it on, Rich.
Rich.
Make sure it fits.
Now, whoever was
Well, he
picking
might
this
not
stuff
be
out,
as slim as me.
Oh, look at this. I could do this.
He's like, looks like Frank Sinatra.
Everybody loves
got a
my body sometimes.
Now you got a new church jacket now.
This is awesome.
Oh,
you actually
Lord.
bought this somewhere?
Yes, I did.
Oh, nice.
It was
You
for
wear
the
that
cane
at
breakers.
a Mardi Gras.
Cane breakers.
You can wear that at a Mardi Gras
Yeah.
ball or something.
I would pay dearly for this.
Yeah, well, I did.
you might have
And it fits me. No, wait a second. Martin, be honest with me. This never fit you. Just be honest.
It fit me 3 years ago. All right, look. We got Ross. I see Ross Brennan from State Police.
Sequence.
Since we're having a raffle and a game of chance, I thought it should be regulated by the State Police. So, Ross, would you come up here and help us pull a ticket? All right, the first ticket's going to be for the Gourmet House dinner for 4, okay? Now, I'm glad to have Ross here because he knows that everything is up and up. And he also has a pair of handcuffs on him, so I don't want to go off the beaten path. You wouldn't use that on me, would you?
No.
No, I don't think so. All right, Ross, you ready? Here we go.
See that.
Give it to Bob.
Travis Gravois is chomping at the bit to win one of these things. All right, go ahead. Pick one.
Read it first.
You don't lose this. You don't win this one. Hang in there, folks. We got 2 more.
All right, the winning number is 595432. 595432. Oh, we got one in the back.
Got a winner.
Come on up.
In the nickel seats, back in the nickel seats.
Yes, indeed.
You'll be front row next week.
Who you bringing with you? Just for 4. Oh, wait. Who you bringing with you?
You got 3 other people to go.
All right, there you go.
Good answer while they're sitting there.
Yeah, all right. Bobby, you want your 100 first or mine? How'd yours last? Save the quarterback for later.
Between my 100.
Yeah, you
I
said
gave
you
it
were
last
giving-
week.
You said you
Mike.
was,
Oh, you
well,
was
yeah, but you spot Mike, so I'm really.
No, that you got to listen. I don't have it in hand. I tell you, my wife digged in my wallet. I thought it was there. I'm telling you. It's all of a sudden.
All right, here we go. So this
I hope it's not.
this-
You want me to spot you, Bobby?
This is okay. Since I didn't get the other 100, I'll get it next week. We'll add one. This is 100 from HTV, $100 cash. Sully, I know you're making a lot of money at the oil
Yeah,
company.
Go Bears, man. Come on,
Yeah,
man.
he's at Go Bear. You know, my grandma was a Go Bear. Oh, yeah. So you related by work to us, all right. All right, you ready?
Ready.
Here we go. Oh, I got to spin it again.
If you want to.
Got to go by the rules.
I said we got to do it legal, right? Gaming Commission, State Police, we'll run all that.
I hear you, brother.
All right. We got
Wait. Hold on. Drum roll, please.
595362. 595362.
595362.
Somebody from Rouse's again?
Wow.
Oh, I love it.
That's back-to-back. Rouse's has won $100.
Wait a minute.
Who won?
You doing something to manipulate that?
Come Come on up. Don't be shy.
Oh, look at that.
Come on up.
All right.
$100 cash. Come right up here.
Cash money, homie.
Bobby, I know you
Don't
sweat.
declare that.
Bobby sweats when we give away cash like this.
You thought lunch was good this week. Wait until next week.
There you go.
$100 in the pot.
Congratulations. Let me check your ticket. No, I'm just kidding. All right, next week we're going to have Mike's 110.
What?
110, right?
Yeah, because
No, I'll give you 120.
Oh, you give him 120. That's even
okay.
better.
And I'll throw something extra in, too.
Oh,
Okay.
a little
All
lanyard.
right.
A little
Good.
lanyard there.
This raffle's
we got the
getting big
jacket.
every week.
We
all right?
have any pants that match? But you got any pants in your closet?
By the way, Mike, what's your
Match
favorite
my jacket
color?
now?
My favorite color? Blue.
I'll take care of you next week.
Okay. Well, you got another jacket? You better get a big one.
It's fuchsia.
Well, I can get what I wore this year then.
Okay, then that'll work. We'll be back with more sports on the Bayou.
Coming up, a look at next week's game.
Selecting an insurance provider for your business is a big decision.
With over 26 years of experience, our offered team is your solution for quality and proven coverage.
The customer service you remember from years ago is what we pride our team on.
We know how important your company is to the community.
From small businesses to large businesses, Alford & Associates can manage your insurance. It's our job.
Alford & Associates, benefiting your employees and protecting your business.
Cardiovascular Institute of the South is celebrating 40 years of delivering healthcare to our patients and communities. Founded by Dr. Craig Walker in 1983 and guided by a mission to provide the highest quality cardiovascular care available, CIS has pioneered hundreds of firsts to improve outcomes for cardiovascular diseases. Through new technology, virtual care, outpatient procedures, and national growth, CIS is improving lives and leading the way for advanced care and innovation.
Sports on the Bayou is brought to you by Rouse's Markets, official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints. Alford & Associates for all of your insurance needs. And St. Martin & Bourke Attorneys at Law. Know your rights. Now, back with more Sports on the Bayou.
Fibrosis.
We're finishing up here on Sports on the Bayou, guys. Let's hope we can hit the foursome next week. Tulane win, LSU win, Saints win, Nicholls State win.
Good possibility, yeah.
I think
let's do it.
I think we're going for the sweep.
We need positive energy out there. Everybody think positive. We'll have we'll be 4-0
We'll be
next
back
week.
next week with another version of Sports on the Bayou.
Who dat? Who dat? We'll see you next week on Sports on the Bayou.